You have done the work no one saw. You bled into silence and called it nothing. Sit down. I will tell you about a man who made silence into a weapon. His name was Kallias. No poet ever sang of him. No stone carries his mark. He was the blade the world forgot. The ephors summoned him at dusk. The assembly fire had burned to gray ash. They did not ask him. They told him the pass at Kallias must hold until dawn. One man against a Persian column. 300 spears moving south through the gorge. Kallias nodded. He did not ask why him. He did not ask if help would come. He knew the shape of the order. Help would not come. That was the silence underneath the words. He walked to his quarters. He lifted his shield from the wall. He strapped the greaves to his shins. The iron bit into his skin like a promise. His wife was asleep. He did not wake her. He placed his hand over her breathing. He memorized the rhythm like a prayer. Then he walked out. The gate of Sparta swallowed him whole. The road north was black and endless. The stars above were indifferent. You think you know loneliness. You have never walked into a death you chose. He carried his spear in his right hand. His sword hung at his hip like a second heartbeat. The gorge appeared after 4 hours. The walls rose like the teeth of a buried god. He could hear them before he saw them. Hundreds of feet dragging over stone. He set his shield down. He planted his spear in the dirt and waited. The moon broke through cloud, and there they were. A river of cloth and iron poured through the pass. Their wicker shields clicked together. Their soft caps bobbed like pale flowers. They did not see him yet. Kallias stepped into the center of the gorge. He was the stone in the river. The first Persians saw him and shouted. The column stopped. 300 men drew breath at once. Kallias raised his spear, and they came. The first 3 rushed together. He killed the first with the spear. The second he caught on the shield. The lambda pressed into the man's chest. The third swung wide. Kallias stepped inside the ark and opened him. 3 bodies lay on the stone. The pass was narrow. They could only send 4 at a time. He became a machine of rhythm. He thrust and pushed and stepped back. He breathed and did it again. You do not know tired. Kallias had been fighting for an hour. His spear shaft was slick with red. A blade caught his thigh. He did not look down. He killed the man who cut him. Another blade opened his forearm. He switched the spear to his left hand. The dead piled at his feet. The living climbed over them. He was not fighting an army. He was fighting time. Every second he stood was a second Sparta breathed. The moon crossed the sky. A mace struck his shoulder. He bit down on the sound. They dragged the dead away and sent more. His spear broke. The wood snapped like a dry branch. He drew his sword. Now the killing was intimate. He could smell their fear. 300 men feared one bleeding Spartan. That is what Sparta builds. A blade found his side. He felt cold where it entered. He killed the hand that held it. His knees buckled. He locked them and refused to kneel. He would not bow to them. You have wanted to quit. In the small hours when no one watches. Kallias had passed beyond wanting. He was a wall that bled and held. The dawn began to crack the dark. Pale gray light touched the gorge walls. He had held hours past the order. They pulled back at last. They did not stop for mercy. They stopped from the weight of their losses. Kallias stood in a field of the dead. His shield arm hung uselessly. His sword still dripped. He looked south toward Sparta, toward the wife whose breathing he had memorized. His legs finally told him the truth. He felt of his side on the cold stone. The sword slipped from his fingers. The sky was turning toward light. He had bought the dawn. No herald rode to announce his deed. No poet gathered the details. The ephors noted the pass held. They moved to the next matter. His wife learned 3 days later. A neighbor said it simply. He did not come back. She walked to the wall where his shield had hung. The hook was bare. She touched the empty stone and made bread. Then she lived. You think your unseen labor is nothing. You think silence means absence. You are wrong. The pass held. That is the only record that matters. You show up to the job that grinds you. You raise the child no one praises you for. You carry the grief no one asks about. You walk into the dark because someone must. No one will sing of you. No stone will carry your name. The glory was never the point. The holding was the point. Kallias did not fight for memory. He fought for the darkness behind him where Sparta slept. You are Kallias. Every morning you rise into the gorge. Every night you hold. And you do not come back the same. The cost is not the wound. The cost is the silence after. But the pass held. Dawn came because you bled and asked for nothing. Now go. Hold your pass and let them forget your name. The fire is low, and I have spoken. Let this settle into your bones like iron into soil. You are not owed a song. You are owed the dawn you bought. And that is enough. That must be enough.